Hey, hi, it's Meredith. I'm here with our message for Monday, the 14th of June, 2021. We are using the Naked Heart Tarot for our message today. I'm cycling through the tarot cupboard and I'm pulling out decks that I haven't used in a while. So that should be keeping it interesting for us. All right, let's get into the energy atmosphere of the day. How is it charged? How are we navigating it? What's it stimulating? Also want to mention that over the weekend I posted or published a reading on the retrograde planets. So this is from, now through October. So you might want to check that out. I'll link it for you at the end of this video. Let's check out our spirit animal for the day. What's showing up for us? Ant spirit. Time to collaborate. Yeah. Puzzle pieces between them. So I feel it's time to talk. Collaborate, yes. Share thoughts, ideas, inspirations. Also heart space I'm feeling here. I feel as though we have something to say. There's something in our hearts, on our hearts, that we desire to express. So collaborate that with the intended individuals. All right, we also have Sawyer's Lenormand and somebody doing construction. We have Sawyer's Lenormand, and two cards fell out for us from that deck. Our first is Heart. Was I just saying that we have something on our heart to collaborate, to share, to speak of? And puzzle pieces come together. This is in the Lenormand deck. The heart is all about love, happiness, romance. I feel just heart-centered joy here, and there's something in that to share. I'm coming with Fox. Okay, deception. That to me says it's kind of a magician, but the trickster aspect of the magician. And I feel that this is a story on the fox that we might tell ourselves that isn't really in the heart of hearts true. I feel that the fox represents something, a fearful old thought pattern. So collaboration, communication, sharing our thoughts and our heart space in truth, in authenticity, in our sovereignty, eliminates any of the story that our ego might try to tell our heart. Yeah, no fake outs over here. All right, let's get into the tarot message of the day. What's going on in the energy atmosphere? Look at this. Look at this heart energy. So this is called the Naked Heart Tarot. And now we have the Two of Cups, which is a card that has been coming out a lot for us. And we've got two hearts and a cup, and they're connected. So beautiful. Here we have the heart in Lenormand. Here we have the ant saying collaborate. There's absolutely something to be shared. And the feeling here is with the Two of Cups, it's a fair exchange. So it's not what we potentially fear through an old ego story. This is lovely. What I'm actually feeling is a huge upgrade in energy. I feel ascension energy in our most primary relationships. And I sense that, a little while back we were seeing the High Priestess for a couple of days in a row, and she has a message of discretion. And she, like the Empress, can incubate a bit as well. And we may have been incubating, gestating on thoughts, feelings that we're holding in heart space. And the High Priestess had us in being discreet about it. It wasn't necessarily ready to be shared. And I feel as though the cards are giving us a green light. Share. Now speak on it. Because not speaking on it at this point can create a scenario where we have assumptions. That's another energy I'm feeling off the fox. There is an assumption, and the assumption could be attached to prior experience, but that's not current. That's not valid. That's not even up to date rather with our sovereignty at this time. So I feel that we have a fair exchange of energy, a fresh conversation, and enlightenment comes of this. This is a strong love card as well. And I also feel here that this is, people will say the truth sets you free, right? And I feel that vulnerability, let's change up the phrasing a bit. Vulnerability sets us free. So bring it out. What's on the heart, bring it out, because you're going to feel liberated for doing it. And in the sharing of it, it multiplies for you and the person or people you are speaking with. And then we have the star, gorgeous. Faith, keep the faith. And strength here too. And the star is all about vulnerability, because, in traditional tarot, we always see the lovely lady on the card nude. She has nothing to hide. It's just out there. Living large. It's great. And it follows the tower. So on the star, we've walked away from some kind of rubble. And we could have a story about that fox that is still following us around at this time. And it's really time to upgrade, ascend those energies, bring them to a much better frequency. And the star promises, fulfillment. It's having a vision for a whole new world of experience, which we see a lot of in the cards. Face it, we see a lot of 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands, 4 of Wands, and that's all upgrade. That's all happy, and that's all envisioning a bright new future for ourselves while simultaneously celebrating the now. And in celebrating the now, there is this raw authenticity that is truly encouraging us to speak it out loud. Yeah. And then look at this. Look how strong these cards are. Death card. And look at the moon cycle that we've got going here on this card too. We've reached the fulfillment of a cycle on the death card. So I do feel the presence, even though we don't see her yet, potentially we will. I feel the presence of the High Priestess. And when her energy shows up in a reading alongside the death card, we know and we see and we express. So there's this beautiful cycle on the death card. We have this butterfly here. Transformation has been taking place within us. So we find ourselves at a point where we're ready to enjoy the ripple that really is flowing through our own sphere of influence. It's time to share that. We see it. And in the sharing of it, we magnify it, we multiply it, we expand it. And that's adventurous and that's exciting. Let's clarify our 2 of Cups with... Okay, Sky Father. That's the Emperor in this deck. Here he is again. Ooh, I love this. I love his presence and how often he shows up lately. Gorgeous to have him in the reading. And I feel as I look at him, he is completely uncensored at this time. So whatever censorship we may have had going on, our divine masculine is ready to just put it out there. Lay it on the line. Now take this where it's most relevant for you. This may be you taking action, pole vaulting, my guides are saying, right into the project, the idea that you are giving birth to. You've sat on it long enough and you're ready to move it forward. For some of us, and I feel this quite profoundly in the reading, this is how we are connected and communicating with those nearest and dearest to us. I also feel a very strong love partnership unfolding here and conversations that are happening there, because there's a transformation taking place within a very significant relationship. And I also feel that the star is the vision that is currently being held for what is in the oncoming blossoming. And I feel the divine masculine energy rising in all of us. And we're ready to take action. We're ready to talk about it. And we're not going to be censored about it. We may have been dipping our toe in the water before and having a little bit of tentativeness and even some uncertainty. But within that, the Death card has said, enough, you've reached fulfillment. You're staring at a whole new cycle and a whole new horizon. And now it's time to speak on it, share on it from the heart space to give it some real traction. That's what I hear. Yeah. Clarifying the star, we have the Lovers. Yeah. I really do feel that this is so connected to a partnership. I love how their beaks come together and make a heart here. So sweet. Now we have the Emperor energy kind of enveloping the Lover's energy, and the universe shining on all of it, shining this beautiful star. I feel divine union, divine connection. And again, the beaks come together. I really feel it's speaking what's in the heart. So we've got two hearts here. We've got a heart formed here. We've got a heart over here. And communication energy is very high in this reading for me from that ant spirit. I also feel it might be the fox is encouraging us to speak whatever this story is out loud so that we can hear it for how outdated it is today and how far we are away from that story. And I like that we have a full moon and a crescent moon here. I do feel a bit of the eclipse energy still hanging on to that. So whatever the eclipse has really highlighted for you at this time is part of the fox energy. And I feel healing of the heart here with the heart card present. And then in the sharing of that, it really does, it brings an aspect of our life experience into real harmony and ease and grace, I feel. Let's clarify the Death card. Beautiful. Four of Wands. And see, this is another one of those cards that just keeps showing up. And I know some of you might ask, doesn't that mean death to the Four of Wands? No, it doesn't. It means transformation to the Four of Wands. Now, you know the Four of Wands is one of the happiest cards in tarot. It's love, bliss, joy, happiness. It's all over the reading. So we can bask in that. We can really relax in that. And it's no more dipping our toes in. I mean, we're walking all the way in. We're skinny dipping in it now at this point. So transformation to the Four of Wands means that the collaboration we're talking about over here with the ant spirit allows for the dream to grow bigger because now it's shared. The energy of the High Priestess, even though we're not seeing her at this point in the reading, still, she's here. And her knowing is now ready to be shared. So we're sharing our knowing. We're collaborating our knowing with... We're collaborating in our significant partnerships, and that is allowing transformation to take place on our foundation of the Four of Wands, which grows our happiness, which expands our happiness. Ooh, lovely. And we're doing it in a very uncensored... I'm thinking about the Communicate Clearly card from Angel Answers. We're uncensored about it. You know, it's blunt, real, authentic conversation. No guesswork. It's just clear. Let's see what's going on in the unseen. I'm taking two right off the bottom. Our first is the Five of Swords and then Spirit of Swords, which is the King. Ooh. Oh, how fascinating. Because fives in tarot are unstable. This is us shedding the instability. This is us creating an extremely stable foundation through collaboration, because the instability of old stories, old tales, fears, whatever, off the fox have been brought into the light of the eclipse energy and these retrograde planet energies that we are also experiencing at this time. And it allows us to see our instability for exactly what it is. And the King of Swords, literally one of his messages is stability of thought. So I feel that it is the stability of the act of sharing what we hold in our hearts. And we're diving into our divine masculine energy so that we can be really powerful with that and very dynamic with how we're sharing at this time. Gorgeous energy. So we're wiping out instability, we're wiping out uncertainty, and how that is present with the fox in the reading, and how collaborating brings it all into wholeness and heart space. Oh, that's so beautiful. All right, let's do angel answers. First card falling right out of the deck here is improving health. I like that because, you know, when you're not sitting there in wonderland, wondering how you might be received if you share this or that, or wondering what the reaction or the response may be to everything you're holding, and you finally just speak it out, you really do improve your entire well-being. So your sphere of influence and the ripple effect and broadcast as a result is much more peaceful, graceful, at ease, and it's also, it brings about an energy of thriving because you can put this fox energy behind you. Next. Yep, there it is. You're ready. Most certainly. Take a deep breath and go. That's what I feel. Just go. Go for it. Whatever it is. Yeah, because one of our favorites, you know it, big happy changes are a result of all of this. And then, emphatically yes. And I'm going for the next one too. It's up to you. It's up to each of us individually. We have something to share, each one of us. And when we bring it out into the open with the people, our people, our tribe, our partner, twin flame, beloved, when we bring it out, we create much more wholeness, much more adventure, expanding, ever expanding happiness. Yeah. All right, affirmation for the day. When I merge my desire with faith, I can take action from a place of peace rather than control. That's right. This story would have you on the fox, whatever it is for you, would have you not speaking, not saying what is on your heart space, what you carry in your heart. And you know, when you do, and you know from prior experience, when you share what's on your heart, rarely, ever are you disappointed in yourself for doing it. It always opens the door wider for so much more love. All right, everybody, happy Monday. Thank you as always for watching. Do check out the retrograde reading. Peace, love, joy, happiness. Namaste.